Hi everybody, it's Tommy Multiverse from Indonesia, Bali. And today I want to show you some production techniques I used for my song Hilversum Lockdown. Especially I'm gonna get into how I created the fancy glitchy experimental drum sounds I used in that song. So let's get it going. So here we are with the DAW. Right in the beginning I want to tell you there are actually 1,000 ways to make cool effects. That's what's so great about making music and about using DAWs like Ableton Live, which make it really easy nowadays to create these amazing sounds. I remember back in the days when we were like fascinating by acts like FX Twin or Square Pusher. These guys, they did not have these possibilities. They are actually genius in a way. They could control synthesizers because they had to do all of this with programming and using analog synths. So, but we have it much easier, and I especially want to show you about how I did this drum sound in Hilversum Lockdown. Have a listen. So what it's really about is this one. So this was actually added a long time after I wrote the song, but I think it really adds up to the whole experience, spookiness and everything of the sound. Especially it helps with the rhythm and supporting the main drums. And the secret about this is really simple. Actually, I just used a snare drum sample in the wavetable instrument device, synthesizer, however you want to call it. I think it's a synthesizer sampler, or it's a synthesizer you can use samples in. So what I did, you could see I have the hi-hat 45 here. Hi-hat 45, which is a sample. It sounds like this. So it's a simple hi-hat, but what I did is I dropped it in the wavetable, and what the wavetable does, it takes that sound, that sample, and loops it. And now you can control the sound with the envelopes and amplitudes. And so this creates an effect almost like a delay, because it keeps repeating and repeating and repeating the sound. And the interesting thing was, here you see it, yeah? Depending, hold on a second, yeah. Depending on which note on the keyboard you would play it, the delay actually is decreasing or increasing because of the frequency. So I used different notes on this track to make variations of the sample. And that's about it. And the way I played with it was more or less the release. You can see this is automized, and I can show you the automation here. It stays in many times the same. Here we have more variation. So with the release, we have the control over the duration of that delay sound. When I put this forever, you see it's just too much. And when I put it very slow, it sounds almost like the hi-hat I used in the beginning. So I turn this back to where it should be. All right, what else did I do? The other variation we have is the waveform we use. So we see that the waveform in wavetable can be altered. So I made variations here, and you can see it here to get some variation. This is how I did these drums, and then all I did was actually putting on some effects on it. For example, I put on the Neutron effects rack, which is a cool plugin to enhance the sound. I'll show you in a bit. Then I put an OTT to get out the special sounds of it a bit more clearly, and just an EQ, and that was it. Let me show you these step by step. So the Neutron, so the naked, oh, I see I've got another reverb on it. So the naked effect sounds like that. Okay, the first thing I added was a reverb. Okay, simple thing, there's not much more to explain. The next thing was the Neutron. You can see that the sound comes out more clear, and we will see that in the Neutron, we can see in the Neutron I used the sculptor, which is a spectral shaper. I used the equalizer, I used the exciter, and I used the compressors. So the cool thing is Neutron has a mix assistant which can enhance the sound for you. So you can let it run no matter which instrument it is, and then you will get mostly some cool results. Actually, try it out. So then I used the OTT. Didn't change much about it. I actually compressed the high frequencies a bit and put out the lows a bit, and that's it. And in the end, I added some simple EQ to make the sound perfect. And as a result, we have a perfect integration in the song, and the effect totally adds up to the spooky feel of the whole track. Yeah, so that's about it. I thought you might want to see how I do some experiments with the drums. I can only encourage you to try many different things, but try the wavetable, and you can achieve great effects with the delays as well, with bit crushers, and there's really many options. But the thing is, I really recommend you to take the time to make experiments. Watch the videos of people explaining stuff, but in the end, the best things you will figure out by trying out things yourself. And yeah, this is actually how the whole idea of these drums came up. I was just playing around with that sample in wavetable, And I thought, yes, this is something that can really contribute to the specific sound of this song. And that's why it's in, and that's what I showed you. I will do another video soon where I explain how I did the mixing of Hilversum Lockdown to get that clear sound. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you got some inspiration. Check it out yourself. The wavetable is excellent for creating really experimental sounds, and especially also for the drums. And make combinations with it. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna achieve some really cool results as well. That was it, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. You will see several other cool hints on music production pretty soon. And have a good day, guys. Bye.